Hello, welcome back to another Connor Morphin Hickok video diary entry. Now, I haven't been able to record one of these the last 3 days because I didn't wake up early enough to do so. And it's like I could still go outside like at 6 or 7 to do this, but by that time there's like people walking around and stuff, and I'd rather not have random people listen in on this stuff. There is another spot I know that I could record these at. I don't know if there's a light there at 5:30. I don't know, and it's also farther. So I'd preferably just be at this spot. But I'm just gonna go through the last 3 journal entries, and I actually do have a new essay I want to talk about in this book that I read on last Friday, which is the last day I recorded one of these. So March 7th, last Friday, the day was good. Had some interaction with Serenity. The history quiz I talked about was really easy. I got a 9 out of 10 on it. I skipped that day's robotics meeting as well because I just wanted to take a break from robotics for a couple days because I was burnt out. And okay, so because of what I wrote in this entry, I'm actually going to discuss that essay right now. Hold on, I gotta find it. Okay. This is definitely one of my favorite essays in this book. Even after just reading it the first time. It's tight. Okay, this is essay 85, page 377. It's titled, "The Very Important Reason Why We Choose to Love People Who Cannot Love Us Back." Now, it's a couple pages long, so I'm just gonna summarize it. But basically, the reason why we decide to love other people who don't love us back is to have us realize that we are worthy of love. And cause before, okay, here's the thing, cause like even at the start of the year, I had feelings for Serenity, but I didn't say anything at the time because of course she was with her boyfriend. But then they broke up and those feelings came back, and I'm like, oh wow, this is pretty serious. And the thing I wanted most is for those feelings to be reciprocated back to me. So I confessed to her. Here's the thing: it took a lot. It took a bit for me to do so. And when I finally did, turns out she knew the whole time. And she didn't know the whole time. Here's what happened. So one day I was playing Uno with her and a couple of other people in history, and they were doing Truth or Dare, and then they got to me, and one of them said, "Do you have a crush?" And I said, and I made the mistake. Well, do I really want to say mistake? No, it's not a mistake. I said yes, and then for the next week, they tried figuring out who it was, and I didn't say anything. Eventually, so one of the other people figured it. Another person figured it out. They did not tell her, but apparently that person told everyone else who was involved, except Serenity, and they weren't telling her. And then so based on the fact that they weren't telling her who my crush was, it kind of became pretty obvious that it was her. And so I told her, and she's like, "Yeah, I know." And then I asked her how she feels about that, and I know a lot of people say, "Oh, the worst thing she could say is no." She's like, "Oh, I don't care." She said she literally said she just doesn't care about the way I feel about her, which, it's fine. I can't, like I said in prior entries, I can't change how someone else feels, But, it's really disheartening that the first time I have a crush on someone, it's just like swept away like that. It's really disheartening to me. But yeah, so here's the thing, like prior to all this, I was really I was like, the idea, I was kind of like struggling with the idea that I was like worthy of being loved, because I'm like, oh, no one's gonna want to be in a relationship with me. I mean, look at me. I mean, like, I act super freaking weird and stuff, but it's like loving someone and them not loving you back really made me go like, okay, well, if I'm giving this to you, why aren't you giving the equivalent back to me, you know? And I know that sounds really selfish, but you know, this situation has helped me realize that I truly am worthy of being loved. And so since that, I've actually had a lot more self-confidence, and I've given myself some more self-love, which, you know, has really helped me for the better, honestly. And, you know, and while I'm not struggling nearly as much as before, this is really embarrassing. I have told people this before. I have told a couple really good friends of mine, specifically this one friend of mine named Eric. He's probably my best friend right now. But because it's like, okay, here's the thing. Like, I have a reasonable friend circle. But here's the thing, like, I know a lot of people know me, but I'm friends with, like, a smaller chunk. But I'm best friends with, like, Eric. Because with my friend circle, a couple of my friends, Yumar and Vladimir, it's like, especially recently, I just haven't really agreed with what they do. And, you know, like, my viewpoint of them has really changed and become, like, worse. Like, I really am starting to see them as, like, bad people, which isn't a good thing. I don't hang out or talk with them as much, nearly as, like, freshman or sophomore year. I'm in my junior year. But yeah, I mostly talk with Eric these days, and the problem with that is, like, Eric's super busy like me. We're both super busy, so we struggle to, like, find times to chat. In fact, we were going. It was like in February or January. I was going to go to his house and we were going to just make food, but I got super sick, and we couldn't do that. And then he got sick. And now we're trying to reschedule that. We're thinking next month in April. I hope we can do it in April. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a tangent. Sorry about that tangent right there. I'm just gonna keep reading these out. Oh yeah, on Friday work was also good. Last week work was really easy because neither the other performer for the intro with Jerry had cues, the main performer did have cues, but he controlled his own system. So, last weekend was really easy for me, which you know, like, yeah, it's good to have hard days at work, cause, you know, like, you're putting in all that effort on those days, but sometimes it's nice to have, like, a refresher, a break. Okay, now we're on to March 8th, which is last Saturday. The day was good. The robotics meet had a lot of progress, in my opinion. And I played OS in between work and robotics. Work was also good that day. It was pretty easy. I even wrote in here that essay I just talked about. Yeah, I wrote in here that I was hoping I could talk about that yesterday, but I couldn't because I didn't wake up quick enough. And yesterday, March 9th, nothing crazy. This is literally like a 4-sentence. Like, it's really short. Like, from here, this is the end. This is the latest entry. It's really short because basically, here's a summary of yesterday. I just played Omega Strikers all day. Which, you know, it's fine. A lot of people think that you need to constantly be, like, doing, like, a hobby or something like that, but doing a hobby or putting in work or a personal project, but, like, there are some, like, okay, they're, like, doom scrolling. I know some people who just doom scroll on some days, which is fine. You know, it's okay to take a break and just shut off your brain for a day. You know, that's fine. You know, I do that sometimes, and, you know, I'm happy about that decision. You know, I'm just trying to enjoy myself. I'll have you know, I did win a decent chunk of matches yesterday, and I did have a lot of fun, I'll have you know. Well, I really thought I would have more to talk about, but I feel like I'm running out. I feel like I'm running out of... Sorry, I feel like I had a voice crack there. I feel like I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Hold on, let me think. Oh yeah, daylight savings time also happened, so it's like super dark right now compared to last time I recorded one of these. So basically, it's like 4 in the morning right now. And it's actually like 40 degrees right now. If it's like 40 something degrees right now, I'm not sure why I'm not cold. I feel like I should be at least shivering right now, but I'm not for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, oh, the Minecraft movie is coming out in theaters soon. I am planning on watching that in theaters, actually. I actually think it will be a good movie, despite what people say. I think it will be a good movie. I'm excited for it. I love Minecraft. I fucking love Minecraft. It's one of the best games I ever played. And people say Minecraft is a nostalgia bait game. I don't agree with that, because I still think these days Minecraft is super good, especially with like all the different kinds of, especially with the modding community. God, Minecraft mods are super good these days. Here's the thing, I don't play Minecraft nearly as much as I used to. Like when I was 11 and 10, that's when I played Minecraft all the time. And I remember me and my brother would make multiplayer worlds and we would play together. We were so bad at the game. Like, I don't think we beat the Ender Dragon ever back then. But, yeah. Oh, me and my brother also used to play Roblox a lot. We don't play Roblox these days, though. Here's the thing. I think Roblox is super fun. There's definitely a lot of enjoyable games you can play on there. Like I've seen adults play Roblox and have a lot of fun on there. Like even in sophomore year, I was still playing Roblox a little, but like I think halfway through sophomore year, I just stopped playing, because I moved on to like Steam games and like legitimate games. Well, I wouldn't call Roblox I would not call Roblox a legitimate game. It is, but it's more like a game that involves like smaller mini games, you know. Yeah. I'm definitely a part of the generation of kids who like mostly knew about Roblox and Minecraft during their childhood. And, you know, I'm happy with that. I love Roblox and Minecraft. Even though I don't play them, I still love them, you know. Super fun games. You know, maybe one day I'll get back into Minecraft and Roblox. I actually have thought about getting back into Minecraft recently. But maybe next Christmas I could get some money for it, you know, maybe. My birthday's coming up soon. It's actually it's the 10th? That means next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is my birthday. So, you know, that's exciting. Gonna turn 17. Don't know how to drive. I know there are some people who are 16 who know how to drive. You know, I don't need to know how to drive immediately, okay? I don't need to know how to drive immediately. I do have a job, though. I'm actually considering getting a second job in college, as well as a second part-time job, because I still have a lot of free time earlier in the day when I'm not in robotics season. So maybe if I get a second part-time job, I'll work from like 9 to 2. That sounds good to me. 9 to 2, 9 to 3, something like that. Something like that could work on like Saturday and Sunday. I want another part-time job to work like mornings on Saturday and Sunday. You know, just to get some extra cash for college, because that's important. What else? What time is it? It's 5:44. You know, there. You know, I don't know. Oh wait, I was gonna say something earlier. I think I talked about something embarrassing earlier, or either that, or I was thinking about saying that. But one thing I want to talk about, something I don't normally tell people. Yeah, I was gonna talk about it, but then I went on a tangent about friends. Something I don't normally tell people. I have told a couple of my friends. There's ASMR. There's ASMR on YouTube, and there's a specific genre, I like to say, of ASMR, of like, you know, like girls whispering into a mic and like certain role play ASMR. Yeah, I listen to that stuff. And you know, I was looking back and I realized that I've been listening to that stuff since 2019. So like since I was like 10 or 11, which is crazy to think about, that I've been listening to that stuff for that long. You know, I mean, okay, here's the thing. Like, many people will probably say, "Oh, why do you listen to that kind of stuff?" Like I'm single, and there are some days which I wish I wasn't. Okay, and besides, listening to that kind of stuff genuinely like comforts me, you know. And there are definitely like some fantasies I have. Okay, I'm not gonna say what, but you know, I just thought about it because I recently told. Remember, I talked about Alonzo. I told him about these. I talked about Alonzo in my PE class. I told him about these video diaries, and I just realized that I'm gonna post this, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, what? You listen to those?" So maybe we'll see if that changes his opinion on me. You know, I don't think it will. You know, it's different. Different people have different coping mechanisms for different things. You know. Random little thing here. I don't really enjoy politics that much. I feel like most news and most politics is super depressing. And I know the world is no sunshine and rainbows, but God, why do we always need to focus on the negative? Literally everything that shows up on the news, like, people got murdered, car crash, police chase, political whatnot. It's all so depressing. Like, can't we just focus on the good? Because while focusing on the bad helps us learn, we also need to focus on the good to make us happy, you know, to keep us happy. I guess that is the note I want to end on. I mean, I really don't have anything else to talk about. Again, it's super nice when it's dark like this. Like that fear of the dark is definitely still there. But it's because, like, when I was younger, I was super scared of the dark. I was terrified of the dark. But these days, I'm not nearly as scared. Like, it's still there. Don't get me wrong. Especially because I do watch a lot of horror content sometimes. Not as much as a year ago, but I do watch horror content. And, you know, so that fear is still there. But, you know, the dark is starting to seem more peaceful to me. I don't know. I feel like that sounds super depressing. It probably doesn't. Maybe I'm crazy, but you know, I think I'm gonna end this here. I'm basically at the 19-minute mark. I'm gonna end this here. Again, I still think this is a really good book. 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think by Brianna Wiest, and Wiest is spelled W-I-E-S-T. Yeah, I'm gonna end this here. Head back, upload this. And I hope you have a good day.